Hey you guys, I'm Sage. This is a new video that I'm taking in shooting in January, and there are two things that I would like to mention before starting the video at all. Got a bunch of comments about the practicability. That's my personal problem. Practicability of Hak-So-Ken in terms of street fight or any other sports, combat sports like karate, taekwondo, and etc. But I am now 52 years old, and I'm just doing it for anti-aging, and it's what I am doing basically is pretty much like box exercise. So I would say, about the practicability of Hak-So-Ken to street fight setting, I would say negative. So bear that in mind. So I'm not a strong person either. So I just try to, keep my shape. That's one thing. And the second thing is this time I'm going to practice something seemingly very strange, so don't laugh at me, okay? The reason why I couldn't do that because of the weight of my upper body and the lack of my muscle on the lower part. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the squat as fast as possible. Another reason probably is my neck is weak, so I'm gonna strengthen my neck. This is too slow. $19 degrees. 19 degrees.
そうね、もう眠いんやけど、誰かちょっと、じゃあ、帽子こさんお願いします。うん。うん。そんな感じだったよね、なんか。
Ice.
まあまあまあ。
I got my protein here.
そうだね。
This is, by the way, vitamin. 1 tablet per day.
何もわかります。
Last, magnesium.
もう昼から目減らすことなんだ。
I can get used to it. Okay, good. You got it? Do it this way. You know, I was kind of flip up, just like this, probably like a couple of days ago. I wasn't able to do that. And I figured out it's because of the lack of my flexibility and also lack of my necessary muscle. So what I figured out was to train these muscles and flexibility for the flip up. And the next thing that I did was to try to, roll on the ground and stand up. And I can do it on the left side, but I'm having difficulty doing exactly the same thing on the right side. So I'm going to do all of them very slowly, not to strain myself too hard. If there's anything I should include, probably I might gonna include some of the practices. I think I gotta do it little by little. I'm not pushing myself too hard. I have to be ambidextrous, so I gotta do the other way around as well, which I'm not really good at. Not so bad. So much for today. Hey, what's up, guys? Believe it or not, when I was a little kid, like 7 or 8 years old, I was able to keep up, which I'm not really happy with doing. A couple of days ago, I've been practicing it for about a couple of days, but it's never been successful. And then I found this tutorial video, which says kip-up tutorial, the best way to learn to kick up from the floor. And this gentleman's name is GMB Fitness. And I will introduce the link below. And if you like, you may wanna, hit the subscribe button and the like button, and you don't have to do it with mine. So, but to respect this person, this gentleman, GMB Fitness, I want you to take a look at this video if you want to learn to keep up. Now, let's take a look at what he is doing now. All right, starting from here. Okay, let's start. All right. Okay, slow motion. Okay, he's using the momentum on the floor. All right, and using his kick, and then he's pushing the floor simultaneously. He's totally on the in the air, and the kick lands. The foot lands on the floor, and he's using the momentum on the upper bar as well. Now let's go to phase one. So, what's really important? Sit down just like this. All right, and just to roll about just like this. Oh, that's easy. Phase two. What is that? Sit down just like this. It's easy. And lift up my finger to that. Probably I can't do that. I have to practice. Wow, that's I don't have that flexibility. I really gotta practice that. What's phase three? Let's move on. So you're on the floor just like that. Then you lift up your head just like that. Is that it? Okay, that's easy. Phase four, it looks like he's using the momentum and it lands on the floor. Yeah. And the next phase is to sit down and you just fall down on the floor comfortably. And phase six, what is that? Okay, you jump and do exactly the same thing. Okay, I got it. So when things are difficult, probably we want to dissect the parts into several parts, and all I gotta do is to do it one by one. I'm not gonna do it today, but from tomorrow onwards, I'll practice doing this. All right, so much for today. So you guys remember there were phases 1 to 6, by which I can do the keep up, and I'm going to do probably the first one and the second one. I know the first one, but I forgot exactly what it was like for the second one. But I just do whatever I think I can do. I can so far as I can remember. The next phase is probably lift up my legs as high as possible, and I have to bend down my legs to the level of my ears. So I'm gonna try that out. Actually, this is so much I can do. So much for the keep up for today. The important thing, I believe, it is a constant practice. The priority is the safety, and I'm 52 years old, so I try not to push myself too hard. Next, I wanted to do the jumping kick, but I'm not really happy with the height. It's not high enough. Today I'm gonna hop up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 9, 10. I'm gonna jump up and simultaneously I'm gonna rotate. Probably it's gonna be like 60 degrees or less than that. But I will pretty much focus on jumping on the jumping part. Let me start with phase 1. What was it again? Oh yeah. Reach it, jump simultaneously. Good. So you know what I figure out is I can proceed to the fourth phase, because I think I've already told you time after time that I got my left hand fractured in March 2024 last year, and I have to undergo surgery in July. I think it was 4th of July. And because of that, I have still inside. I'll be released from this inconvenience this coming July 2025. So what I figured out, the reason why I cannot proceed to the next level is that every time I do the kip-up, I try to do it like this, okay? But every time I do this, even with gloves on, it hurts. And that's the first reason. And the second reason is every time I do it on the grass, okay, so it is supposed to make a friction between the glove or my right hand, and when I try to keep up, it slips all the time on the ground. So I'm just gonna give up with the hands, and instead of that, I try to keep up by using only the momentum of the upper body without using the hands. I know it's gonna be tougher than using the both hands, but I will just try to train my upper body, and I also do the upper part because I know my upper part is kind of heavy. So let me try to do that today. You guys, what I started to know by observing the difference between the guy who is successfully doing the kip-up and me trying to do the kip-up is partially it's because of my age, and partially because this guy who's doing the kip-up successfully is using their fingers instead of the fists that I'm using. So I can help that because of my fractured hand and finger. But that's the best. That was the best thing I could do. But I came up with some of the solutions by which I can overcome these difficulties. Here are the things. Okay, I show the picture. And at first, what I figured out is that every time I try to do the kip-up, I land by banging my back on the floor. So what I need is a little bit of a stretch in terms of erector spine muscle, and that's number one. And I need a little bit of muscle on the muscle, which is called the rectus abdomen muscle, and I have to push up a little bit more, and that's the second thing. And every time I try to keep up, I'm not really tackling my neck, so I don't really have the power to do that. So I have to strengthen this part is called specifically sternocleidomastoid muscle, and this part is where I gotta strengthen and fortify it a little bit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. And every time I try to keep up, I'm not really utilizing this part, which is called deltoid muscle. And this part is what I gotta strengthen a little bit, and I need a little bit of flexibility when I do this. So I'm not, I'm doing it by health, and I have to push the floor all the way down so I can push up, keep up, push the ground and keep up successfully. That's what I'm thinking. And another strategy is that whenever I do the keep up, I need to kind of shrink my upper part of my my back. So I have to fortify the trapezius muscle. This called the trapezius muscle, especially inside. So let me do that. I'm taking this video in the morning, but in the afternoon, let me try to put it into action. You guys, as you might have observed, I'm not really good at keep up, and I was just wondering if it concerns my height and weight. And when I considered my height and weight, and I asked ChatGPT why is this impossible, and he said my height, which is 175 centimeters, and weight of 80 to 83 kilograms, is not significant issues. The key factor is improving my kick up. Are focus on the strength of my kick, the engagement of my core, and practicing with the right body positioning and landing technique. The rest of the elements will be more important than your body size and achieving the desired outcome. So let me go through them one by one. There are 4 elements that I can introduce, which is the outcome of ChatGPT. Number 1, stronger leg kick. To create a strong momentum, I must focus on kicking upward rather than forward. So that was the vital mistake that I was doing, and then I have to do it as if I were kicking the ceiling. This upward kick will help lift up my body up into the air. The next one is number 2, core engagement. I must tighten my abdomen as I kick up. Think of it as doing a fast reverse crunch. This will lift my hips and reduce the reliance on my hands. As you know, my left hand is fractured, and so is my right ring finger. So I must not rely on my hands so much. This allows me to engage my core more effectively during the kick up. Moving to number 3, using my heels for landing. Instead of relying solely on my hands to push me up, experiment with landing with my heels first. So when you take a look at it, it's obvious that I'm not concentrating on landing my heels at first on the ground. When landing, my feet should be slightly behind my hips. Look at this, okay? And that will, in the end, create a rocking motion. This can help push me forward into a standing position, making my landing smoother and more controlled. And number 4, must experiment with angles. So there are several lines, 3 lines here that you can see. I can experiment on, and I was not really aware of which portion of my back would be more efficient than others. So I must focus on adjusting the angle of my torso as I perform the kick up. And I pay attention to the angle of my back and hips, finding the best alignment to give myself the best momentum for lifting up my body into the air. Probably in this video, I'm not going to be able to successfully achieve it, but in the next video, probably I'm going to be able to do it and incorporate the movement into Hak-So-Ken movement.
が多分思うと思う。で、前って言ったらファン。なんでだろうと思う。そうそう。そうそう。なんだろう。ぶりっ子感もなく、自然な可愛さっていうの。あれじゃない、なんか、動画の時も、引き目だからかな、わかんないけど。引き目か、価格の問題だよね。使いやったら、なんか別あれ、ノアちゃんみたいな感じで。でも、あれだ当時のそういうイメージじゃなかったんだけどな、多分思うと思う。
That's inward kick, not inward step. Okay, okay. And minimize. Oh. Oh.